Hello and welcome to Wakai Trees. In this short video we're going to take a look at some of our trees that we have for sale currently on our website. We've just updated some of the pictures because they've been grown this summer. So we're going to have a look at some of our germinated 2022 black pines, our germinated 21 black pines and some of our germinated 2020 black pines. Just a couple of examples of each just to see what they're like. So starting with one of our 2022's germinated. So when I say germinated April, the seeds were really sown, stratified and sown round about March time, but as they start to germinate it's April. Takes about 8 to 10 weeks before we actually start pricking them out. So we always say germinated in April. So this particular tree, say, was germinated in April 22, and this is quite a nice little example here. We've styled this as well for the last year into a nice little, possibly maybe a Mame or Shohin type potential bonsai tree. So this is a good example, and it's already starting to get its second flush candle there, which will grow for about another few more weeks, then stay dormant over the winter, ready to start to shoot again in the spring. So that's a nice little example there of one of our styles that we do grow here. Another example is maybe this type of example is for possible cascade, semi-cascade. We do grow quite a lot of these, and people quite enjoy these on the side of the koi ponds, on the side of a wall, etc. We do grow them upright as well into Niwaki trees, and we'll show you one of our older trees as an example for a Niwaki ornamental garden tree. So they're two nice examples of some of our 2022s that we'll have for sale on our website. So moving on. So here we'll have a nice example of one of our germinated 2021s, Japanese black pines. And as you can see, we've actually styled this one last year into a sort of like a semi-curly, as I call them. And we do different types of sort of like styles. We've also left the wire on. We've rewrapped the wire one way and wired it the other way, just to slightly bite in, to start to scar the bottom part of the trunk. This is just to accelerate the thickness of the trunk, to age it. So that's a nice example of one. It's got some nice branches here and another nice candle here ready to start for next year. Another example is a standard sort of one where we haven't really done anything to it. Just to show you, we haven't wired it, we haven't wired the bottom part of the trunk. It's got a couple of nice buds on the bottom here. It'll bud from this node here, bud from that node there, and there's a nice candle starting to grow ready for next year. So that's the second flush. This is the first flush and that's the second flush. So this one can be anything really. This one can be grown into a nice Mame or Shohin type bonsai, or it can be just let it grow into a nice Niwaki tree. We'll show you some examples of how we're growing Mame and Shohin type bonsais where we'll have sacrificial branches, and that'll be on another clip. So there's a nice example of a plain Japanese black pine. One of our older trees in. Here is a nice example of a germinated 2020. It's an unusual one. What we've done with this one is, we haven't done too much with this one, but what we've done is we've left one side branch, nice long branch, and that's going to be another side branch there, and this is the main leader. It's got a couple of bottom branches on here. We could cut this one off, so you've got one side branch that way, one side branch that way, and one side branch that way. This is the main leader, then we'll leave another one on. So this can become a nice Niwaki tree, or again it could become a slightly taller, next size up bonsai, whatever anybody wants to do with this. Again, we've also wired the bottom part of the trunk just to accelerate the thickness, and we've slightly wired this branch out as well, but apart from that we haven't done much to this tree. So this is a nice example. Another example of a plainer one where we haven't really done much to this it's styled itself, but we've wired the bottom part of the trunk just again to accelerate the thickness of the bottom part. But apart from that, we haven't done too much with this. We've left 3 branches on here, and we've left another 3 branches off the next node as well. Incidentally, what we normally do is as well, we always take away the needles around where the node is, just to make sure you don't get a knuckle here where it thickens up that part of the trunk, which we don't want. It's not desirable. So this is how we can get an even thickness all the way up the trunk, just by taking off those needles here. So we've taken away the power from around here, and we'll do that onto the next one as well as that candle starts to grow. So this time next year, this tree will be right up here, quite tall. So there's a couple of examples of some of our 2022s, 21s and 20 Japanese black pines. So all these pines are for sale on our website and more, and the links are in the comments below. Please like and subscribe.